Good morning. So I'd like you to look to the back before you sit down, and I would like to welcome the graduating class of 2016. Okay, please be seated. First order of business and last order of business for the students is you will turn your cell phones off or at least vibrate, please. First and foremost, I want to thank a few people and in general for organizing this event, and then of course people that are attending. I want to welcome and thank our faculty that are here today, our wonderful graduate program staff that put on this event, and our speaker and our provost that are here today as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. I promise that this will not be long. My job is to get you graduated. So I promise that. So I'm Cliff Allen, the Associate Dean of Graduate Programs in the School of Business. I would like to tell you a little bit about the programs that we are rewarding and graduating today. You may not know some of this. Quickly on some statistics and other things. First and foremost, we have represented our undergraduate population, our honor students. And I actually can't say enough because they outwork everyone. They're absolutely amazing. Not only their GPAs, the clubs they belong to, but they're just outstanding students. So I want to welcome them and thank you for coming. Also want to talk about our Masters of Real Estate Development. So we have students graduating today in that program. That program not only includes the School of Business in a highly ranked program, but it also includes our College of Urban Planning, which is nationally recognized. So that's a great program. We also have our Masters of Science in Financial Analysis, which is ranked in the top 50 by the Financial Engineer. Our MBA program, which is the #1 ranked program of MBA in the state of Oregon. And we also have our Supply Chain Management program, which is actually ranked in the top 20 by US News and World Report. So you should all be very proud. You're graduating from great programs. So at this time, I would like to introduce and welcome our Provost, Sana Andrews, to come up and say a few words.
Well, good morning, everyone. As was mentioned, I'm Sana Andrews, and I'm the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Portland State, and I bet you there are many of you in the audience who are wondering, what is that? Why is she up there? Why is she talking to the families and graduates? I'm the university's Chief Academic Officer, and as such, it's part of my job to work with the deans and the faculty and the staff at this university to make sure that the academic programs and the quality of our faculty are the absolute best. And I can assure you that that's the case, and I know that our graduates know that as well. And I'm really honored and privileged to be here to congratulate our graduates. I always say that graduation is not an individual achievement. And I don't want to minimize the individual work that each of you have done, but we know that it takes many, many people to help our graduates get through their programs. Your friends and family are here, and I always like to acknowledge them, so why don't all of you stand up, friends and family, and the graduates can give you an applause. Thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank the faculty. The faculty at Portland State are so vested in the success of our students. And I know they were unrelenting, and at times that felt really bad, that they were unrelenting, but just unrelenting in what they asked of you, but also knowing that you could achieve it. So I really do want to thank the faculty. Some are here today, but there are others who aren't, but to give them a round of applause as well. So I say this, and I don't say it lightly to graduates. I can't imagine a world without you. I can't imagine a world where we don't have individuals who have the ability to think critically and to solve some of the big problems that we're facing. So I know that you're well equipped to go out there and to do that. The other thing we always tell graduates is that you never stop learning. And that's true. You should never stop learning. Some of you may go on to get other degrees, some of you may go on to get certificates, but all of you in your daily lives, in both work and personal, will continue to learn. We admire you for the mastery that you have of the various fields that you've studied, and we know you will put that to good use. As you can imagine, this is not my first commencement ceremony of the week. And it is not my last, but it doesn't matter how many of these I attend. Every single one of them, I look out at the audience and I see the joy on everyone's faces for all of the work that you have all done to get here. And a couple of years ago at the multicultural graduation that we have for our students, one of our undergraduate students said something that I just think is the epitome of Portland State's value to what it brings to you. And what she said was, we came to PSU as grains of sand. PSU was our oyster and turned us into pearls. And I just think that's just such a wonderful thing. We do hope that's what we've given you. And just remember, once you get your degree, you've earned it. We can't take it away from you, no matter what you do. It is yours. And we also hope that the value of that degree continues to increase. And we're very, very proud of all of you and all your achievements. So I want to congratulate you and remind you that there is a commencement ceremony tomorrow, the university-wide commencement ceremony, for all of the schools that are in the professional school category, including the School of Business Administration, tomorrow afternoon at the Moda Center, and I hope to see all of you there as well. But congratulations to the graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Andrews. I'm really excited to introduce our guest speaker, Lori Hino-Royer is a alum of 2002 of our MBA program. She's the Director of Business Innovation at Daimler Trucks. She has a rare blend of a strategic thinking change agent, risk taker, program and operations manager, saleswoman, and financial controller. She drives business innovation and the program management office at Daimler Trucks North America. Her background and experience put her in a unique position to deliver critical organizational results and foster a culture of continuous improvement by focusing on analytics, profit, optimization, and strategic planning. But her real power is the ability to identify opportunities, design innovative roadmaps, and use her infectious enthusiasm to rally teams to execute around her big ideas. She makes innovation real. Welcome, Lori.
I am honored to be here today to acknowledge the hard work that all of you have done in obtaining your degrees. It's a defining moment which will last with you for a lifetime, a moment which you share with everyone along with you on this journey. Your family, your friends, the professors, the administration staff, everybody it took to make today's gathering possible. Thank you for being a part of it. I want to encourage you to be really comfortable with yourself. I've spent an entire life in a very untraditional role. I've worked in the last 15 years for a trucking company. I know what it is to be the only woman in the room, even today. And that's the life that I live. I accept it, and I make it my own. When I graduated with my undergraduate degree, I was 27 years old, and I had a 2-year-old son. When I did my MBA program, I was going to school full-time, I was working full-time, and I was a single parent. And I made all of the things possible. There's nothing traditional, there's nothing regular about sort of what my path has been, but I've turned all of those things into my superpowers, into how I look at the world, into how I interact with the world. And so it's that uniqueness that I encourage you to find about yourself and truly embrace it. I see the world slightly differently than most, and the way that I find my way through is to take that knowledge that I have that's slightly different and share that value on all of the topics that are put in front of me. Everything that happens next for you in your career will be only because of you. The hard work that you've already done will have to continue, because I've never really seen anybody luck into a promotion. Those are earned by people that show up every day, present their best selves, and use their brain. So I encourage you to do that. Don't let any job or task be beneath you. Do the things that nobody else around you wants to do. Those are the areas where I've had the opportunity to learn the most. And the best part is I have the opportunity to change that, to make it better for the next person that comes behind me. You control all the luck in your own world, so make it a lucky place. Show up every day, present your best self, be present, use your brain. I want to say that again because those are the most important things that you can do in your everyday world. Taking a day off and just having a break doesn't get you to the next level. Bring small change to everything it is that you do, and you will create large change overall in the world. Don't get comfortable in your daily routines. Muster the courage to do the things that cause you to pause. It is when we take those breaths and those moments that we learn the most. Find your coping mechanisms, that place that you can go to that allows you to think through what your actions will be. Maybe it's a hike, maybe it's playing with your kids, maybe it's getting a massage. Turn to those things when everything around you feels uncomfortable, and it will help you find your way through. Don't be afraid to solicit for advice when you're in a time of need for advice. And on the same token, don't be afraid to give advice to those around you, particularly when people are too proud to ask for help. That's the time that you have the opportunity to make an impact. Your master's degree gives you newfound confidence and perspective to achieve anything that you set your mind to. Use those skills to determine what your career success will look like. Not the person sitting next to you, not that person you read about in Silicon Valley, but your own. I encourage you to use your individualism to your advantage. The people that I know that are the happiest are people that have understood their own strengths and weaknesses and have leveraged them both to their advantage. Define your success. Whatever it will be within your reach sooner than you think. Those moments that you think are your biggest failures can actually be your biggest successes. I learned that when I was in the MBA program, and I had to leave early one day, and I had to excuse myself from a meeting I was in with the CEO and the rest of the board. I felt as if I was committing career suicide. And what happened was, a couple of days later, one of the board members came up to me and complimented me on my bravery and my commitment to family. I want you to remember that every person can have a completely different interpretation of the exact same event. So turn your failures into successes. As you move into this next phase of your life, you will need to draw upon your resilience. Your resurgence will be a defining factor in your success. When life knocks you down, take a moment, brush yourself off, stand up, come at it again, stronger than ever. And remember that sometimes it only takes changing one small thing, your own perspective, in order to find a new solution. Learn from that journey and all the curves it gives you along the way. You are the future. Your decisions will impact not only those around you, but those that will come behind you. That's a really unique power, and you all have that now. So please use it. You have the opportunity to use your voice and your vote at every occasion. Please don't let those opportunities get away from you. Professional fulfillment is within your reach. I am proud to say that there are at least 4 of you that are already employees at Daimler and 2 of you that are already in my department, and I am super honored to have you here today. Tomorrow, I have the honor of sitting in the crowd while my son graduates at the Moda Center. It's a very special weekend. To all of you, I welcome you to the Portland State University alumni.
Thanks, Lori. Every time I hear her speak, I just think it's amazing. So the first group of students that we'd like to recognize are going to be our honor students. Students are accepted into the School of Business Honors program when they begin their junior year. During the 2-year program, the students participate in a number of career development workshops, networking events, and take several of their core business courses together as a group. In order to receive the honors designation on their diplomas upon graduation, the honor students must attend all program events, maintain a PSU and business GPA of 3.5 or higher. Really quite amazing. So I'd like to introduce 2 people that will help with this. Tian James. Dr. James is the leader of and advisor of that group. And then Chuck Nobles, who actually was an award winner, he's a faculty award winner this year, is going to be the reader. So if you could get up and get ready for that.
All right, Magali Davila Centeno. Sarah J. Dunbar. Congratulations. Mona M. Hutchinson. Parham Karambashi. Laura Ing. Right. Okay. Michael J. Peters. Steph Shao. Rima A. Sika. Abigail Thoreau. Congratulations, guys.
So as people go down the stairs, my biggest fright is people in heels are going to, it's happened, but hopefully it won't. Okay. So now, staff, please prepare the graduate students for hooding. Students remain seated until directed by the staff to get up and come in line. I would like to remind everybody, if you don't know, hooding is interesting. We use that term because we actually have these hoods that we put over the heads of the students as graduating. It represents graduating from a graduate program, and the colors represent Portland State University. So that's why that's the ceremony that we're going to do. I'd also like to point out the significance of these alumni gifts down here. As a graduate of the School of Business Administration, you are part of a community of more than 20,000 fellow alumni, the majority of whom live in the greater Portland metro area, but also all over the world. Many of these alumni provide essential support for the school. We hope that you will stay connected with this network of alumni and support future students. At this point, I'd like to welcome Masters of Global Supply Chain Management, Daniel Wong, and our readers, Abby and Angela.
Trevor Glantz. Trevor would like to thank his East and West Coast family for making the trip to support him, and Andrea for her daily support.
Jennifer L. Harry. Jennifer would like to thank her parents, Helen and Charles, her son, Wesley, and her fiance, Chris.
Phillips Ihime. Phillips would like to thank his family and friends for their support.
Gail D. Kelly. Gail would like to thank her family, friends, classmates, and the PSU professors and staff.
Sandy L. Lee. Sandy would like to thank her parents, sister, friends, and professors for all their help and support.
Tatiana Lorenzen. Tatiana would like to thank her family and especially her very supportive husband, Tyler.
Jeremy Ludka. Jeremy would like to thank his family for all of their support.
Min Lee. Min would like to thank his family and friends, especially his mom, and I quote, "I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for you."
Coral Micah. Coral would like to thank her true supporters, Mom, Dad, Linny, GB, and B, and Tutat, who made this journey so much more fun.
Eric Nelson. Eric would like to thank Becky and Velcro, the cat.
Rosemarie Dice, who is being hooded on behalf of her daughter, Mary Ann Tawney. Rosemary would like to thank her daughter for being able to do this in her absence as she is at her own daughter's graduation in California today.
Micah Stanfield. Micah would like to thank his amazing wife, kids, family, and friends for their support.
Christopher Simons. Christopher would like to thank the faculty and his classmates.
Charles A. Scott. Charles would like to thank his mother and father, family and friends, fellow students, and faculty.
Jesse Parks. Jesse would like to thank his wife, Laura, for the great support system.
Kaoru Orikata. Kaoru would like to thank her husband, friends, coworkers, and teammates in the class.
So now we will hood our Masters of Real Estate Development students, and Jerry Mildner, the director, will come up and do the hooding.
Cameron Chester. Cameron would like to thank his parents, sisters, and Christine for supporting him during his time as an EdRed student. Also thanks to Daniel and Callie for the dinners when we worked on papers at your place.
Liz Hutchinson. Liz would like to thank her mother, her boyfriend Cameron, and Joan and John Winchester for all of their support.
Jury Lewis. Jury would like to thank the many mentors in the real estate industry who returned her persistent phone calls.
Daniel Sylvie. Daniel would like to thank his parents, girlfriend, friends, and family for supporting him and putting up with 2 years of late-night papers and boring weekends.
Carrie L. Steinmetz. Carrie would like to thank his mom.
Joel Thomas. Joel would like to thank his fiancée Katie and mom Mary. He wouldn't be here today without their support.
And now we will welcome our Masters of Science in Financial Analysis and Dave Nickel, the director of the program, to come up and do the hooding.
Elam Ma. Elan Jean Ma would like to thank her husband Johnny for supporting her and taking care of everything while she was studying, all the wonderful faculty at PSU, and lastly, thank her dad and aunts who came all the way from Hong Kong for this special day.
Jasmine C. Marokin. Jasmine would like to thank Matt, Mom, Dad, and Selva for their continued encouragement and support throughout the program.
Colin Walsh. Colin would like to thank his friends and family for their support.
Hongji Peng. Hongji would like to thank his parents for their support.
Qingyue Wang. Qingyue would like to thank her mentors and her friends here to celebrate her graduation. And thank you to her parents in China. Thank you for all of your support. Love you all.
Mersada Guild. Mersada would like to thank her husband Jacob, her 3 children, her capstone team, advisor David, director Dave Nickel, and Professor Janet Hamilton, and other MSFA professors.
Benjamin Chen. Benjamin would like to thank his sisters, parents, and brother-in-law for their support.
Hitomi A. Bowles. Hitomi would like to thank Kevin, her husband, and his family, and for all the support and encouragement they have given her throughout the program.
Bridget Baxter. Bridget would like to thank her family and especially her husband for their support.
And now we'd like to have the Masters of Business Administration students come up and Tashelle Sorensen, the director, do the hooding.
Renata Frantum. Renata would like to thank her family here in Portland and back in Indonesia, her friends, and her husband, Casey.
Jessica Farrell. Jessica would like to thank her capstone team, Jared and Tree, advisor Tashelle for helping her produce her best work, her mother Betsy for constant support, and father Sean for giving her a dedicated work ethic, and Amy for getting them here.
Brad Fecker. Brad would like to thank his wonderful family for their love, encouragement, and support, and everyone else here and in spirit that helped make this event a reality.
Jay Cornelius. Jay would like to thank his wife Gail, his beautiful daughters Eleanor, Annabelle, and Violet, his parents Ken and Mary, and Gail's parents Michael and Barbara. Also, Gail again, because she is awesome.
Summer Beagle. Summer would like to thank the Thug Life.
Josh Ball. Josh would like to thank his wife for being a single mom the past 2 years, and his son, Griffin, for always asking, "Daddy, are you here?"
Elizabeth N. Backner. Elizabeth would like to thank her husband, friends, and family for their support and encouragement.
Faisal Aldosari. Faisal would like to thank his family and cohort for helping him reach this far.
Rebecca L. Friedman. Rebecca would like to thank her family, especially those from out of town, her friends, and most important, her husband, for his never-ending support.
Alexandria C. Gamboa. Alexandria would like to thank Christian, her family, her cohort, and everyone who went along with this weird thing she decided to do.
Trevor M. Giroux. Trevor would like to thank his parents for their constant support.
Stephen Greco. Stephen would like to thank his wife Chanel for all the support through these years.
Dan Heinig. Dan would like to thank his parents, his loving wife, and his cohort.
Christopher Herndon. Chris would like to thank his family, friends, and fellow cohort.
Emma R.T. Ingebretson. Emma would like to thank her friends and family, especially her mom and dad, Jesse, Sandy, Dennis, David, and Martini, and her wonderful cohort buddies.
Colin Jacobs. Colin would like to thank his family, especially Libby and Hudson, for their support.
Stephanie R. Karp. Stephanie would like to thank her family and Jerry for their continued and unwavering support.
Sri Katsure. Sri Katsura would like to thank her spouse Vijay, her son Ashrith, and her family for their support, encouragement, patience throughout her MBA program.
Shruti Maheshwari. Shruti would like to thank her husband Manish, her mom Sunita, and her dad Irbaheti for their tremendous support.
Phil Mamula.
Tanachai Manichai. Chai would like to thank Phil, Rebecca, and Faisal for their support in the Capstone Project, and all the full-time MBA cohort for all the hard work and the good times.
Zaidi Moen. Zaidi would like to thank his husband, Sandra and Robert Alley, friends, SBA faculty, and his cohort.
Ben Nahir. Ben would like to thank his wife, family, and friends for all their support.
Andrew Nelson. Andrew would like to thank his family, especially Sarah and Addie.
Sandy Wen. Sandy would like to thank Jeremy, her family, and the PSU community. She is bejeweled.
Isaiah Larson. Isaiah would like to thank his wife, Aileen, his dogs, Vike and Thor, his sisters, mom and dad, and friends, and America.
Clint S. Kennedy. Clint would like to thank his family, friends, and cohort, instructors, and all those who helped him along the way.
Zachary Kelly. Zachary would like to thank his dad for all of his advice, his mom for her endless encouragement, and Mary for all of her support, and finally to Jessica and Daniel.
Sam Lee. Sam would like to thank his family and faculty and the MBA cohort for making evening classes bearable.
Cameron D. Nicholson. Cameron would like to thank his friends and family for putting up with him through this and give a special thank you to his grandfather.
Steffi M. Nuremberg. Steffi would like to thank her family and friends for all of their support.
Kelly O'Rourke. Kelly would like to thank her parents, her cohort, boyfriend Cal, and good friends who supported her the last 2 years.
David Rinaldi Jr. David would like to thank his family and friends, old and new, for supporting him throughout this adventure. In his words, "It's been a great experience, and I couldn't have done it without you."
Jared Rogers. Jared would like to thank his hero. Thanks, you're great.
Daniel Rosenberg. Daniel would like to thank his dad and Trish for giving him the best advice, Libby for the endless support, and Plato, his dog, for helping him pass statistics.
Ryan Sage. Ryan would like to thank Caitlin.
Fumiaki Sakota. In Fumiaki's words, thank you for everything.
Scott Schachterly. Scott would like to thank his wife, Bethany, his kids, Lily, Maggie, Esther, and Isaac, and his parents.
Kellen M. Lancaster. Kellen would like to thank his beautiful and supporting wife, Carrie, and son, Logan.
Rubaya Sharman. Rubaya would like to thank her husband who supported her and feels so sad that he just lost his father and had to go to Bangladesh. She would like to thank her parents, who would believe that I could have reached it. My son, with whom my journey was memorable throughout her MBA, her faculty and classmates who supported her in this journey and made it memorable too.
Megan E. Smith. Megan would like to thank her family and especially her husband, Brandon, for their love and support.
Katalia Tirakomen. Kat would like to thank her mom, dad, boyfriend, and his family for all of their support and encouragement. Thanks to all my lovely classmates as well.
Melissa Thomas. Melissa would like to thank her husband and kids for supporting her late nights and weekend projects.
Ross Turner. Ross would like to thank his cohort for all the hard work and camaraderie, his girlfriend Jamie for her amazing support, and his family and cocktails.
Bhaskar Yuthanmalya. Bhaskar would like to thank his wife, Kirtika, children, Mayruka and Menika, his parents, his relatives and friends for their support over the last few years, without which today would not be possible.
Rudy Venkatisan. Rudy would like to thank his wife, Harini, and daughters, Shreya and Ayushka, for their support and sacrifice in this incredible journey. In his words, I did it because of you. Thanks to Mom and Dad for coming from India to make this special.
Rich Schwartz. Rich would like to thank Francine for all the extra cooking and cleaning and shopping and keeping their lives running while he was pretending to study.
Marissa Schmidt. Marissa would like to thank her cohort, the faculty, and her family, especially Stella and Mira, whose support really kicked in third term.
Congratulations, candidates. Now, I would like the student speakers to take a seat on the stage, please. So first, we'll have the student speaker from undergrad honors. I'd like to introduce Sarah Dunbar. Sarah earned her undergraduate degree in accounting from Portland State. In her sophomore year, she co-founded the PSU Red Cross Club to help coordinate volunteers for on-campus blood drives. Sarah was also the executive vice president and president of Beta Alpha Psi, served as an AmeriCorps Summer Vista volunteer, interned in the accounting department at Knowledge Universe, completed a tax internship at Deloitte. After graduation, Sarah will be a credit analyst for the commercial lending division of Northwest Bank. I'm telling you, these honor students are just amazing. Sarah.
Thank you for those kind words. Whew, okay. Good afternoon, fellow graduates, faculty, family members, and distinguished guests. My name is Sarah Dunbar, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of the School of Business Undergraduate Honors Program today. When I was first approached about being a student speaker today, I almost said no. First off, it's pretty intimidating being up here, and I was afraid I was honestly going to fail to be an adequate representation of the esteemed programs represented here today. I began thinking about all of the times I felt that I would fail at something, and with support, ended up succeeding. Now, I could go into detail about all the personal failures I've experienced, including the time I tried to do a sweet jump my razor scooter and failed miserably. Yet I feel it's more important to speak about one of the times I almost let fear of failure keep me from stepping foot on a college campus. I was a senior in high school, and while many of my friends were speaking with their parents about how to apply for student loans, I chose to use the dinner table conversation to talk to my father, a CPA who had also put himself through law school, that I did not want to go to college after all, but I wanted to pursue a goal of being a hairdresser. As you may have guessed, he was a little less than elated. After high school, I worked as a hairdresser for a few years until I realized that I couldn't let the fear of failure hold me back from pursuing my dream of higher education. So I decided to quit my job, go back to school, and begin a new adventure at Portland State in the SBA. I did a little bit of research, figured the best way to avoid failure, take a class called How to Succeed in the School of Business, obviously. Enrolling in the How to Succeed course was the best decision I ever made. The 3-day class that took place about a week before my freshman year started introduced me to the engaging curriculum, the diverse student experience, and the faculty and staff, many of whom I call mentors and friends today. The fear of failure almost got the best of me once, but I've learned throughout my time here that failure isn't always something to fear. It pushes us to work longer hours, step out of our comfort zone, study harder, and take new chances. As we take time today reflecting on this journey we call higher education, I urge you to take a moment and recall a time that you faced fear of failure in the eye and beat it. I commend you for your strength, your perseverance, and your commitment. I also want to thank all the loved ones here today and not here today who helped support us throughout this journey. Though we finish one adventure today, another begins tomorrow. A new journey steeped with treacherous valleys and victorious peaks. I urge you to stay connected to your peers and seek out people who continually inspire you and challenge you. Though it may sound strange, I also urge you to seek out opportunities that will allow you to fail. Use the strength, knowledge, and network you've acquired here to learn from those experiences and continue to grow. Use each and every moment to your advantage and strive to fail better and better each and every time. Congratulations, graduates 2016. Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Jeremy Ludke, the Global Supply Chain Management speaker. Jeremy entered the Global Supply Chain Management for a career change opportunity, and prior to the program, he held various leadership positions in consumer services and retail. Currently, Jeremy is a manager with Apple and is interning at their headquarters with a direct sourcing team within the real estate and development group. Jeremy would like to thank his wife, Tammy, and his two children, Oliver and Garen, for their incredible amount of patience and support over the last 2 years. Jeremy.
Hi, it's my honor to represent the Global Supply Chain Program. There's a psychologist at the University of Pennsylvania by the name of Angela Duckworth who's been doing a lot of research lately into a character trait that she refers to as grit. Now, I've always jokingly referred to grit as, it's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. Turns out that Professor Duckworth has been able to define it as a passion and perseverance for long-term goals. As I look out in the audience, I see a sea of students, and now, finally, former students who had the perseverance to finish graduate school. Ironically, Professor Duckworth does not define what amount of time qualifies as long-term, but I am sure that many of you will agree that there were times when the 2 years it takes to complete our programs felt like forever. Professor Duckworth also believes that grit is made up of 4 key psychological assets: interest, practice, purpose, and hope. I, for one, feel that those 4 words also describe perfectly what all of us needed to make it through our respective programs. Not only the interest in moving our careers forward, but the interest in the subject matter that we chose to learn about. I believe that this interest is driven by a passion to not only better ourselves, but to be able to bring increased value to the organizations we will choose to spend our careers at. Never underestimate the impact that value can have, as I firmly believe that it helps the people and teams that we will lead to be able to leave at the end of the day with a sense of accomplishment, and that might be the most important thing that we can do with our careers. Whether it takes mental or physical practice, the commitment that all of you had to read countless journal articles, make regular discussion board postings, participate in yet another video conference call, and write another paper analyzing a case study is something to be both admired and celebrated. In 1985, Professor Benjamin Bloom at the University of Chicago decided to study how people at the top of their fields ended up there. And he came to one single conclusion. The evidence showed that experts are always made, not born. The development of genuine expertise requires struggle, sacrifice, and honest, often painful self-assessment. There are no shortcuts. As I look back at the course load over the last 2 years, I realize the goal that our professors here at Portland State had to force us to engage in the type of deliberate practice that would be needed to get us to where we are today. In her interviews with people at the top of their fields, Professor Duckworth found that they described their work as being filled with meaning and a desire to help others. She finds that they are driven by a purpose beyond the self. Whether your purpose in entering into our programs was for self-improvement, to provide a better life for your family, or to make your parents proud, when I look at each one of you, I see the sense of meaning and desire. Gritty people also have hope. They're optimistic about the future and their ability to improve and affect change. I know that everyone here is optimistic about your future. However, I want to ask all of you to reflect on who has helped us to get here. Our professors that made the time in their schedule to sit down with us to discuss a problem we could not solve on our own. Our peers who both listened and collaborated when it was needed. And our thesis advisors who pushed us to continually get better and create a project that we thought was beyond our ability. As we exit this stage of our lives and begin the next, I encourage all of you to think about how you can give back in the same way. Not only can you not plan the impact you're going to have, but you often won't recognize it when you're having it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Now I'd like to welcome our student from the Masters of Real Estate Development. Cameron Chester. Cameron has an unusual background as an economist who has working knowledge of the Swedish, Spanish, and Arabic languages. He started his Master's of Real Estate Development degree while working as a valuation and advisory research analyst with the real estate brokerage firm Cushman & Wakefield. He was a leader on the real estate development workshop team that completed in a NIOP Real Estate Challenge in Seattle. In April, Cameron obtained a new job as a real estate analyst with the real estate firm HFF. Welcome.
Thanks for the introduction. Good morning. My name is Cameron, and I've been studying part-time as a Master of Real Estate Development student for the past 2 years. I'd like to start off by congratulating my fellow graduates from the School of Business. I'd also like to thank all the families, friends, and colleagues here today for supporting the graduates throughout our studies. My commercial real estate career began spring 2014 as a research analyst at Cushman & Wakefield, a global commercial real estate services firm. I quickly discovered that I enjoyed the dynamics of real estate. Like the students here who wanted to further their careers, I decided that I quickly decided that I wanted to enroll in the Masters of Real Estate Development program here at PSU in order to broaden my skills, develop an understanding of real estate, and establish a solid foundation on which to accelerate my growth within the field. Because of the program's part-time schedule, I was able to continue working full-time, growing my career both professionally and academically, like many of the fellow students here today. While I had a professional background in real estate market research, the Masters of Real Estate program introduced me and the other students to the full spectrum of commercial real estate topics, including the basics of urban planning and zoning, real estate finance, sustainability, and what it takes to make a development happen. Additionally, the program's strong relationships to professionals in the commercial real estate industry and the Center for Real Estate's sponsored events allowed me to make important professional connections, which led to regular informational interviews. The program also gave me the confidence to talk to anyone in the industry about real estate, which I found really powerful. In addition to our coursework, all the graduating students participated in a development workshop project. This project required we use the knowledge and skills gained through our coursework in urban planning, design, sustainability, real estate finance, and it challenged us to bring all those pieces together to propose a feasible development on a real-world site with real-world constraints. The students in our program benefited immensely from having university professors from the urban planning department as well as the School of Business Administration. We also had many real estate industry professionals that gave their time to teach us the ins and outs of the industry. I also learned a tremendous amount from the other students in the program. A lot of you came with tons of experience, and it really made discussions and working with you a really valuable experience. The academic and professional experience I've gained through this program was instrumental in preparing me to advance to a new job just 6 weeks ago. I now work as a member of an investment sales team at HFF in Portland, where I underwrite, market the sale of office, industrial, retail, and apartment buildings in Portland and the Seattle region. Without the program, I don't think I would have been qualified for this position so soon and so early in my career, and I use the knowledge and skills gained through my time at Portland State every day. I learned a great deal from these fellow students and professors. Equipped with these skills we gained in the MRED program, I know that many of the students graduating today are eager to get started as real estate developers, or some of you have already broke ground on projects throughout the city. After working together with these talented students, I'm confident that you all will have projects that are both financially profitable and have a positive impact on the communities where they are located. Thank you and congratulations. I also promised to say happy birthday to Will, so happy birthday.
Thanks, Cameron. Now I'd like to announce our student speaker for the Master of Science in Financial Analysis, Brigitta Baxter. Brigitta earned her undergraduate degree in accounting from Portland State. She has significant work experience in manufacturing environments, working for Avia Systems and ESCO Corporation in a variety of roles to include scheduling, accounting, and finance. Brigitta started the MSFA program in 2014 as a part-time student with the full support of her employer, ESCO. Welcome, Brigitta.
Hi, welcome everybody, and I'm Bridget Baxter. I'm honored to have been nominated to represent the students from the MSFA program. PSU feels like home to me. I first came here in 2005 completing my undergraduate in business administration in 2008. I knew then I'd be back for my MSFA program. In 2014, I started the part-time MSFA program, juggling full-time work and school as many of my classmates, spending countless nights here on campus. This is a really fun environment to learn in. I appreciate the reliable schedule PSU offers, allowing working students the experience of in-class and networking opportunities. Most memorable during my graduate program experience is how dedicated and involved the faculty and students are. Even with the long hours and late nights, the enthusiasm to teach and learn is overflowing. One of the required classes at the end of our program is a capstone course. The capstone is unlike traditional classes in that it lasts 2 terms and allows the student to apply everything we've learned. My capstone allowed me to work with a diverse team of MBA students. As a consulting team, we worked with a local startup company. We completed the engagement with a report and presentation that included recommendations to the company's senior management. This was a great opportunity that allowed us to practice the skills we learned at PSU and make a difference in a real business environment. The graduate program has excelled my analytical skills and repetitively exposed me to working in teams. I plan to take what I've learned into the workforce with the ability and forethought to use applied thinking and experience with teams to make a difference. I strongly believe this will help me stand out as I move forward in my career. I want to thank everyone for being here to help us celebrate the success of the graduating students. This is a big accomplishment. It would have been much more difficult without the support of our family, friends, coworkers, faculty, and fellow students. I want to give a special thanks to David Lizelle for advancing my writing and analytical skills. I also want to give a special thanks to my capstone team, Daniel, Zach, Fumiaki, and our advisor, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget. Now I'd like to announce the Portland State University Student Achievement Awards. There's 3 of them, and the Achievement Award is conferred annually to students who have excelled in academic studies or have engaged in an effort to enhance the student experience at PSU or in the larger community. So I'd just like you to stand quickly so we can recognize you. Oh, yes. How could I forget Zaidi? Never mind, award winners. Zaidi Moen, our speaker for the MBA program, received his undergraduate degree in computer science from the Malaysian National Defence University and master's degree in logistics from the University of New South Wales, Australia. Zaidi is a recipient of the Laurel Award Scholarship and serves as an MBA student ambassador. Zaidi's personal journey has served as an inspiration for his classmates and our community and for myself as well.
Not so fast, not so fast. Oops. Thank you. It is such an honor to represent the MBA program this morning. Yes, it is indeed a glorious day for all of us today, for all of us graduates. I would like to congratulate all of you. This day is focused on our achievements as students, yet we realize that it is our family, our friends, our mentors, our professors, and our community partners who also share in our success. Without them and their support, we would not have made it here today. So make sure you take the time today to explicitly thank those who supported, and celebrated you. I believe that there is a profound power in gratitude, and it should be practiced often and with focused intention. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank my husband, Carlton Rounds, for his unwavering love and support and for being the best cultural coach ever. 4 years ago, I arrived in the United States with little more than 2 suitcases. While waiting for my asylum application to be reviewed, I was not allowed to legally work for a period of time. And during this transition, I was a man without a home, physically, culturally, economically, and emotionally. I lost my family when I came out, and when I arrived in the United States, I lost my country. I felt helpless and depressed. I lost a sense of community, personally and professionally. So struggling to navigate these cultural nuances and new system in this country made me realize the importance of community. And during these past 2 years, Portland State MBA program has expanded my worldview, impacted my thinking, and celebrated my curiosity, and exposed me to new ways of being. Thank you for making it possible for a new American like me to find a place of safety and support through the PSU Diversity Scholarship and through the encouragement of my classmates and faculty. One of the highlights of my MBA program was my study abroad experience in India. The focus on socially responsible business and development practices, combined with modern concept of sustainability, resonated deeply with me. Thank you to the School of Business, and a shout out to our program instructor, Jason Green, for making it possible for me to participate. Though I may be representing the MBA program today, what I'm going to say next is applicable to all of us here in this room. In the time of increased social and economic transition, the world is facing challenges related to global engagement. The globalization of business, population migration, and the increased sharing of ideas across borders are bringing people with different backgrounds, culturally, into contact with one another. And for some, this contact is riddled with fear. Yet for others, it is a growing sense of empowerment and liberation. So we, as a privileged and powerful group of thinkers, future leaders, and change makers, may we all agree today to value our community, to celebrate diversity, to do the work of inclusion, and to create opportunities for ourselves and for our loved ones based on sustainable and ethical standards in business. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, Saidi. Now, I would like to announce the Portland State Student Achievement Award winners. There's 3 of them. I'd like them to stand so we can acknowledge them. The Student Award winner is an honor conferred annually to students who have excelled in academic studies or have engaged in an effort to enhance student experience at PSU or in the larger community. The first one I'd like to recognize is a Community Engagement Award. Richard Swartz, could you stand for a minute? For also community engagement, Emma Inkelbressen. And the President's Award, Andrew Nelson. And now I'd like to introduce our Dean of the Business School, Dan Connolly. Congratulations, class of 2016. Come on, you can do better than that. You got more in you. There we go. You did it, and we are so proud of you. So very, very proud. Today is one of my favorite days in the school calendar. And it's, I would say, one of the favorite days of our faculty and staff. No, not because it marks the start of our summer vacations. Now, I would be lying if that's not on our minds. But today is a special day because we celebrate you and all of your achievements. Over many months, we have come to know you. We've had the opportunity to learn with you, laugh with you, and occasionally cry with you. But you've made our lives better. And we're excited today because, like a child who's leaving home, you're leaving our nest. You are going to pursue not the lessons that we've carefully chosen for you, but the dreams and hopes, your own unique paths. Certainly, this is an exciting time in your life, and I want to tell you the best is yet to come. Last week, I had the honor of taking my family to Seattle. Unbeknownst to us at the time, we were escaping the Portland heat. But we went to the Seattle's Pacific Science Center to see an exhibit there by Nathan Sawaya. Nathan Sawaya is an artist who became famous for being the first artist to use Lego building blocks as his medium. As I went through that exhibit, I was thinking about today and what I could learn to leave you with some profound words. And there were three things that I took from this exhibit. And it is a fascinating exhibit if you have the chance. I believe it's there till early September. So at the start of the exhibit, there's a short video clip, about a 3-minute long video, of Nathan introducing his work. And Nathan, as I said, uses Lego building blocks, and he creates sometimes lifelike structures out of all these little Lego building blocks. And oftentimes, he mimics or recreates famous works of art, such as the Sphinx, the Mona Lisa, and other things, using these everyday building blocks. In his video, his introductory video, he was asked, he said, people often ask him two questions. The first question was, why Lego blocks? I mean, when you think as an artist, there's so many wonderful things out there. And his answer provided two of what I think are the profound points for today. The first, he said, is not everybody has access to marble, to kilns, and to other things that artists need. So I want you to think about, here's a very creative, talented individual who made some incredible things out of some very ordinary stuff. Think of how you can make the extraordinary out of the ordinary. The second profound piece of that is he said, nobody uses Lego blocks to make art. I want to be the first. I dare to be different. And I think that's important for each of you. Dare to be different. And the third question, or the third point, came from the second question that he's most often asked. And I think this is a very important and relevant question to all of us here today. And this question is, from where do you get your inspiration? From where do you get your inspiration? And that question, I believe, ought to drive and will drive you throughout the rest of your life. As you shape your careers, what are going to be your Lego building blocks, but what are going to be your sources of differentiation, and what is going to provide that inspiration? So I want you to remember, behind every success, there is effort.
Behind every effort, there is passion. And behind every passion is an individual with the courage to try. Be that person. Be that person with courage to do incredible things with ordinary stuff. To dare to be different as you follow your inspirations. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Business, the administration at Portland State University, I want to congratulate you and wish you well in all of your endeavors. I hope that you will continue to stay in touch, to share your successes, and I know there will be many. After all, we're part of your family. We want to be clued in on all that you're doing, and we hope that you will come back and visit early and often, and especially once our new building is done. To all of our speakers today, I want to thank you for sharing your words, your intellect, your encouragement, and your passion. To the family and friends, the supporters, this is your day too. Celebrate, congratulations, and go Vikings.
Okay, we've come to the end. So for what? Wait. There's a couple things left. You haven't graduated yet. First, I would like to apologize to Saidi. I don't know what I was thinking. So I would like the audience, all the family members and friends, et cetera, to stay seated until the faculty and the students after that have left. One final assignment. Students, could you stand? Turn around and face your friends and family. Take your tassel on the right side, move it to the left. And I'd like to introduce the graduated class of 2006.